Alright, hopefully this is going to be a quick video for you. We're going to see who is watching you and why. If you saw my last video about my dream, my personal dream, this is what inspired it. So if you feel like someone's watching you, by all means, welcome. And hello, it's timeless. Okay, pile 1. Pile 2, pile 3. I'm getting that I really need to pay attention to what they're saying, what my guardian angels are saying, to help direct me on this, because this is going to be very interpretive. Like, looking at cards is honestly going to limit me, is basically what they're saying, using these decks. So because I am determined in some ways to use them, then that's fine. They're saying that's fine, go ahead and use them since that's what you want to do. But I really need to be more interpretive of the way that I'm viewing this. And why I'm even explaining this to you is because obviously take what I say and try and read through the situation. You should do it with all your readings. Don't take everything word by word, because I'm not going to be able to see everything without accurately knowing what's going on or like having any sort of feedback. But especially with this, I feel there's a need for you to be a little cautious or take heed of what I'm saying to really understand the situation fully, if that even resonates with you at all. So anyway, I'll see you at your pile. Hey, pile number 1, let's see who is watching you and why. I'm getting a positive energy from people. It feels like older people. Honestly, it's kind of like an older like not grandfather, but like towards that age, like a grandfather or old elderly uncle, aunt. It feels related to you, but not your immediate family, right? Those are steps away from your biological family, but that's what it feels like. And it looks like they're looking at you. The word I'm getting is they're admiring you, and there's another A word. What is it? Astonished. They're astonished and admired when it comes to you. Share your wisdom. Yeah, it's an encouraging energy. I would not be surprised if these people have crossed over already. I would not be surprised about that. And this is acknowledgement. They are with you and they're acknowledging you. I'm noticing, I saw 3, but there's only 2 books here. She's holding 2 very big books. But I am hearing the number 3. And this is perfect. It's again, astonished and admired of you moving forward. So the reason why, and so we have soul family. Okay, let me say what they are, right? We have soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Leap, you go first. The universe will catch you. And I'm noticing the reflection here and the reflection here. So it's the significance to what I'm seeing as the spiritual world. It's like your inner world as your spiritual world, because oftentimes that's how we connect with the spiritual world, is by going within. And so it feels like these family members, it's a distant biological family members they've either crossed over or they're in a state where they aren't able to fully be present. You know, if they have dementia, Alzheimer's, if they're in a vegetative state, then these are also ways where on a higher level they're communicating and connecting with you, and they're fully aware of your presence and the things that you're saying to them, and just being there for them energetically, and also in the physical world, if that is applicable to you. But it feels like they're watching over you because they're encouraging you on your path. It doesn't feel like they're giving you advice, like, go ahead, go for it, like, you know, whatever it is that you want, like, share your wisdom, just come out of the cave, right? Like, have a good time. I don't see them pushing you, like, feeling, it's not a pushy energy. It's like, it really feels like this nurturing energy where if you were to sit there and talk to them, let's say it's your grandparent, you know, it's like, Grandma, you know, I'm really not sure if I want to do this, you know, I you know, whatever kind of thing. Like, I would really like to do it, but I'm not sure if I want to do it. And then they're just supportive regardless. Like, well, honey, I think you're doing a wonderful job and you're going to do it at the right time for you. I'm just so proud of you. And even having this thought alone is just so amazing. You are so gifted. You are so wise. You are so intelligent. Like, it's just this loving energy, loving towards you. And so that's why they're here, is because they love you and they are a part of your spiritual family. We have the Emperor. So again, it feels like an authoritative figure, like someone older than you. 8 of Cups, who is no longer here. 5 of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. Strength. I'm going to pull one more. 6 of Pentacles. Okay, let's see. There is a message they're getting, they're sending, where they're saying that they want you to be clear, or they're encouraging you, right? It's not that they want you to do this, but they're encouraging you to be clear or discerning about what it is that you want. I'm hearing specifically the word dream. Like, what is it that you dream of? Or what are your dreams, your aspirations? And it's okay to change it. It's okay to be figuring it out. But if there's something that you want to do, you're fully capable of doing so. An image that I'm seeing here is, this is an inkwell that this man is holding, and he doesn't have a pen. So he's actually using this sword to dip into blood. It's like a blood oath, or like using your blood. But what that tells me is, like, commit yourself fully, you know, whatever it is, just commit yourself fully to it. And it's okay to just change your mind, but as you're doing it, or as you believe in something, go fully into it, because by doing so, it's a process of you letting go of things that you don't resonate with. Like, it's like if you put 100% effort into something and realize it's not something you're interested in, then that's one less thing you are searching for. Like, you're closer to your goals, or you're closer to your passions or your dreams or your desires. And I'm hearing, even with the Queen of Pentacles, that they're bringing me to that and saying, you know, this may take a little bit of time. This may take a little bit of time for you. And then I saw the number 8. They highlighted, when I said that, they highlighted the number 8. So I would look into the spiritual meaning of 8, the significance of 8. I would even go as far to say 4-8, so 8888 is what I'm seeing. And there's something about you feeling like you're wrong to pursue something. They're saying you're not wrong to pursue some sort of particular goal in your life, so long as you're giving back, so long as you're taking care of yourself, you're not neglecting yourself, not neglecting your health, and you're being good to people. They're saying make sure that you're always good to people, or you have like your integrity in line. Like, make sure you're doing what's right and what's fair, and not neglecting your heart. See, she finally has a pen in her hand, and she's writing down. So it's like another incident they're showing me with the blood, and writing things down is saying you don't have to hurt yourself in the process. You don't have to like, it shouldn't be a stressful process. This should be enjoyable. They want you to enjoy your life and enjoy the ride, enjoy the journey. They don't want you to feel stressed. They want things, they're saying, like, for you, it's meant to feel comfortable. It's meant to feel exciting and adventurous. And so try to shift your perspective about this, and really just go forth passionately. Don't let like negative thoughts into your awareness. Shift the way that you perceive those obstacles, and look at it as just a lesson learned, right? So an opportunity for you to become stronger, an opportunity for you to understand yourself better, because they're very, very, very proud of you. And they see, like, you have so much to offer, you have so much to give to the world, you have so much to share with the world and present. That's what they're showing me, is like you presenting offers. So they're saying you have so many offers that you are going to be presenting, and you can present currently to the world. And they're so proud of the fact that you have all of these gifts, that they're saying, like, it's good to share this, to open up. Again, when you're ready, when you feel comfortable to take that journey, when you feel comfortable, because either way, like, in their eyes, they feel like it's not that you can do no wrong, because when I was hearing that, then they corrected and they're like, you can do wrong. Like, if you're hurting other people, or you're hurting yourself, then these spirits that I'm seeing of your loved ones, they are saying, like, then that would be wrong. But as far as you just kind of going at your own pace, no, it'll happen when you feel it's right for you. But they just don't want you to hold yourself back. And I'm seeing, I just saw like pebbles, or it looks like concrete slabs, like, you know, where you can make like your own concrete slabs, or you could like put your hand in it, or like footprints. I just saw an image of that, so I don't know if that's indicating anything extra for you. to verify who they are, if that's or if something related to that. Two months. There's something about 2 months, I believe. They're saying. So from the time that you're watching this, pay attention to 2 months from now. You're going to get gifts from them. And it should coincide with synchronicities. So let's say that you keep having a dream about, how should I do it? Like, let's do it this way. Okay, this is the example I can first think of. It's going to be better than my example though, okay? But let's say you keep dreaming about a white castle. And you're like, oh my gosh, this is so gorgeous. What does this mean? And then everywhere you're looking around, you're seeing like, just like images of castles, and then someone at work gives you a gift card to White Castle. And so that's the synchronicity, right? And so your passed away loved ones have put that spirit of gifting into your coworker to give you this gift card to White Castle. And so you're going to get several of these similar synchronicities, and this is an indication over the next 2 months when you're receiving this. This is confirmation that this is directly from them to encourage you. Just honestly, it's like to encourage you on doing a good job. It almost feels like a graduation is what I heard. Is like maybe they weren't there for your graduation, or you're graduating into a new chapter of your life. You're moving into something different or something like that, where they're gifting you because of that and because they care about you. So that's what I see for you, pile number 1. Bye. Okay, pile number 2. So the energy that I'm getting for you is a frustrated energy. I'm seeing brows that are furrowed, like a snarky attitude. Someone who feels like they have say over something that the words that I was saying is like, you really think you, and I can't complete it. It's like, how dare this person something or another, you know? It's like they think that they have authority over you or whatever. So this is someone who's alive. 6 of Swords, it feels like someone who refuses to move on from you. Oh, let's flip it over. Release, relax. Yeah. Is someone this is you, and this is you again, like trying to let go of someone, trying to move on from someone, or maybe you have already moved on from them, and they're refusing to let go of you. It could be a male energy. I was trying to see if the gender of this person. Not really seeing it. If the King of Cups, to me, that could be a couple things. This could it feels like a scorned lover. That's what it's kind of getting at. Like a controlling. See, all of this is someone who really wants to control you. So this should make sense to you. It's someone like this is kind of like feeling like it was supposed to be, or it was supposed to be fated, or, you know, I'm in control of your fate. These are all the ways that I'm seeing this, where they just won't let you go. It feels tangled up, like they're trying to tangle you up in their energy, or feel tangled in, I don't know, it's like energetically tangled up. Someone very aggressive. Someone very aggressive. Look at that. That's wild. It's just the same thing over and over and over again. So I don't even need to keep pulling. It is just telling me the same thing. So let's see. Transformation, creating heaven on earth. You go first. Cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. And then I was going to see what you should do about it, right? And this was already flipped over and I didn't realize it. And it says deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held, which is what you're trying to do. So this should be a very clear message for you. It's someone that you're trying to release, someone you're trying to move away from, someone you're trying to distance yourself from. This person should be an aggressive person. And even with this 8 of Wands, it's, you know, a lot of times, fast moving energy. That's how it feels though. It feels like this, and it also kind of looks like Cupid, right? So it's like they're watching you, they're possessive over you. And this is not someone, let's say, like you have this person that you're interested in, right? And you wouldn't mind them being a little bit possessive, like sometimes it could be positive, right? They could feel, not entitled, right? Like they just feel protective of you, maybe is a better word for that. This is not what I'm getting here. This is someone who doesn't want to let you go, and you want to let them go. You want to move on from this. You want to let go of this. Could this be potentially a friendship? Well, you know, a variety of people are going to be watching this video, so if that resonates with you, then I could see that. But it's definitely someone that you know, okay? And if it's not romantic, because I'll be honest, it doesn't feel like I'm not getting like a sexual energy, or like, the reason why it's a relationship is because it feels very close, very intimate. So this would have to be like an ex-friend, like a very close friend, or like it could be a family member. It could even just be someone who, even if you weren't close, then mentally they were so invested in you. And it's like those people who kind of like create storylines in their head about you but have nothing to do with you. It would be something like that, and you trying to be like, okay, I'm not going to deal with them anymore, and then they are not okay with that, right? Because it feels like they're watching you. I'm not going to say that they're stalking you necessarily, because it doesn't feel, that's not to say that's not going on. You should know if they are or not. But it feels like they're watching you from a distance. They're looking at you from a distance where it's like, it's this feeling of like, if I were to be like, well, they're trying, basically you would be saying, I don't care if they're watching me or not, because I just don't want to deal with them at all. Like, you hearing this would be like, yeah, but I don't want to deal with them. And so it's coming back through again. Why it's highlighting this to you is because maybe this is confirmation that you are doing the right thing by ignoring them, by leaving them be, by trying to just release this and literally turning your back. Both of these, you're turning your back on them, on this situation, and to continue doing that and just kind of following whatever your guidance is, right? Whatever it is that's being told to you to do. like internally, your internal compass, or if you're being recommended by other people. But ultimately, this is confirmation that you should be ignoring them, letting them go. This feels like a kind of argumentative person. It's an argumentative person. I won't even say that they're necessarily immature, because this feels like a very, again, possessive and serious person, an aggressive person. And yeah, that has a sense of immaturity, but there's also a sense of awareness from them where they're not naive, in the sense they're very cunning, they're smart in that way, aware and resourceful and intense. This feels like an intense energy, and like they're just still watching you, which obviously that was the whole title. I totally forgot that was the title of my reading. So yes, they are watching you. Very, like it feels, the word I'm getting is very closely. Like I'm thinking like, how much are they watching you? It's very closely, but it doesn't feel close. So it has to be in social media, or if it would be equivalent to like, okay, I have a restraining order, so I can only be like 100 feet from you, or whatever it is, and so they're 100 feet away. Like, you know, not to be like too freaky with this, but obviously you kind of know the intensity of what this situation is, right? So you would be aware of this. And so yeah, that's what I see, is someone that you have ended a relationship with, and they're still hanging around. Bye. Hey, pile number 3. Alright, who is watching you and why? I got interrupted between pile number 2 and your pile, and so I meditated a little bit longer in between so I can recalibrate, and I saw a golden statue, and I heard the statue. That's who's watching you, is the statue is watching you. It looks like golden or bronze, and I saw a face, but it was too fast. So I'm interested to see what this is about. It says show appreciation. So potentially a religious figure. If you are, you know, have some sort of religious paraphernalia around your house, then that's potentially guiding you to whom is watching you. It feels like some sort of higher being, an elevated being, is watching you. Okay. What lights you up? How are you being called to step up and lead? Releasing soul patterns, contracts, past lives. Yeah, I knew that was going to come out. Keepers of the earth, you're not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So it's someone, it's an elevated being. Like we could say Buddha, Jesus, Mother Mary, some of the Hindu gods. Whomever this is that would resonate with you, which it could even be like they're showing me Abraham Lincoln in Washington, D.C. Like, you know, that huge figure there. So it could be another living person like that whom you feel connected to in some way. What I'm seeing is if this doesn't resonate, if you don't have these religious artifacts in your house, sorry if paraphernalia, I don't know if that's offensive or not. I'm not sure what the right word for that is, but basically if you don't have that around you, I think you're going to be seeing it very soon. Within like 5 to 7 days, it feels. So when you're going to see this particular being, like you're going to see some figure, and that's going to, I'm hearing initiation. It's going to initiate you into the next chapter of your life, or like next stages of your life, because there's something, I'm feeling a tightness in my chest and like a tense, like my face feels very tense. So there's this feeling of, you know, it's kind of like reverence, right? It's someone who's very authoritative and commands respect, and to know that they're watching you kind of puts someone in more of a tense state. Like even if it's just by surprise, like even if you're excited and you're looking forward to it, it still kind of tenses you up, because this would be confirmation of that, right? And so that's what I'm seeing here. They're acknowledging that you are showing appreciation towards them, that you are not alone, like they can hear your prayers, or they can hear your voice, or they can hear your energy or feel your energy. They are connecting with you. And this is saying that you, again, stepping up and leading into this next part. Like I'm seeing her imagining, you can see like this planet in the background, right? And so she's making plans to go there, and it's kind of, it's a little transparent because it's so distant. That's how I'm saying it's so distant, and yet it's achievable. It is achievable. And I'm also they're telling me to pay attention that this is the Knave of Wands, it's not the King of Wands. And also saying that this is something that this is something that's really going to make you happy, okay? This is a good being, right? I'm only connecting with higher beings of light. So this is a light being, a light energy, light figure. And I don't know, I mean, we have sun here, so who would represent the sun, or a sun god, or the son of God, right? It's something similar to that. And again, it's also about really, really, really being happy, and you being really happy about this. But again, with the Knave, you're not yet the king, so you're still in the growing stages of this, but you are being led by a leader, right? By the ultimate leader. And then as I look down, we have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck as another confirmation, and then I split it and we have the King of Wands. So another confirmation that this is the King of Wands that is leading you, the baby Knave of Wands. That's who's watching you. And why they're watching you is because you have integrity, honesty, fierceness. You're concise with your words. Okay, you're concise with what it is that your mission here on earth. You're also just the way that you conduct your life, right? You are really proving yourself. You are dismantling. See, we have the Devil in reverse. You're dismantling all of these things that no longer serve you. You're removing them from your life. I'm seeing you like living a cleaner life. You know, it's like you're eliminating toxins. That's how I'm seeing your energy, is toxins are seeping, not out of you, but like away from you. So let's say you're someone that at one time would use, you know, lotion that has a bunch of chemicals in it, and now you're going a more holistic approach, and you're making your own whipped butters, you know. Or if you're someone who ate a lot of processed foods or meats or anything, and you see that that's not really serving you, or like the way that you process foods, and so you're eliminating those things. Or you're taking up a yoga practice because you've noticed like you're more aware of your body and where you're holding tension, and so you understand that maybe that would help kind of ease your mind, you know. So it's you taking initiative towards, and it's an honest initiative towards I'm hearing like what's right. So what they're saying is like towards what's right for you, right? That's what they're emphasizing, is it's not just what's right, but it's what's right for you. You're not going with what's popular, or like an example I'm getting is like a lot of people, like green tea is supposed to be really good for you, but there are ingredients, or like what is it called that's in green tea, but some people are allergic to it. So even if everybody in the world wants to drink green tea and recommend it, that's not something that works for you, you know. So you've done your research and figured out, you know, and ultimately listening to yourself and your inner guidance. And this came out again. It flipped around, reversed, but the way that I'm seeing it reversed is companionship, like that. See? It's like folding onto you. That's how I'm seeing it. Is like, I'm not actually reversed. I'm just reflecting you. I'm because I'm your companion. I'm on the other side. Like, I'm your reflection. I'm like at your footsteps, or like vice versa, right? So you're walking, you're following my lead, you're following my footsteps, you're following my shadows, but not in, you get what I'm saying. The sun came back out again. Once again, it came out reversed this time, because I'm seeing the process. I'm seeing a process where it's a new perspective. So I'm saying is a new perspective, and again, this kind of looks like the same woman in the same position and the reflection, and this is your reflection. So this is here, and this is like kind of like where you're going to, right? And then with the Queen of Swords and this sun, it's this full circle. It's a perspective shift. It's you. I'm actually seeing the Hanged Man and seeing you being enlightened and you hanging from that position. It's whatever it's on. Let me see if I can find it. That just spilled out the name. But anyway, it's about you sitting here and once again deciding when it's right for you to come down from this position. It's you deciding, and it's you taking a deep meditative practice, a more introspective view, right? And I'm seeing like all the blood rushing to your head, and it's this body awareness, a lot like meditative practice or yoga, where you're fully being aware of the way your body moves and the way that it reacts, and by doing so you're able to kind of understand yourself better, and by doing that you understand other people and the world better, and also in a different way, and you're handling things in a different way than you had been before, right? Like, people are supposed to change, like people do change and they're supposed to change, and you have changed. You have grown since, I mean, just naturally, but you've progressed, right? Sometimes people regress. You've progressed. And so that's what I'm seeing here. They're telling me to pay attention to this being the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So I'm seeing that you have people, like, if they feel younger than you or maybe less advanced as you, that are going to be are going to be or are already following your footsteps. So you are in your own right a leader, an authoritative figure that is following this. So like here's an example is like let's use Christianity, or we'll use like Hinduism. I'll use Christianity because I'm not familiar with Hinduism, but let's say that you are now a youth pastor, and then these kids that go to the youth group look up to you and are wanting to live a life similar to your practices and the way that you handle things, and eventually become a youth pastor, right? And then you have these like other goals beyond being a youth pastor. Like maybe you want to be the church pastor or what have you, or like, you know, a Christian musician or something and spread the word, you know, like something like that, right? So that's what I'm saying. That's why you're being watched, is because ultimately they hear you, and they are here with you, and they're just observing and listening and watching and seeing you step into your power, stepping into your divine path. That's why, right? So that's really awesome. That's what I see. Bye, guys.